These days, Scott Disick is keeping an eye on Luka, Sabbat and Kourtney Kardashian. On the next Keeping Up with the Kardashians, has more worried about one of Kourtney's sisters. He and Kris are bonding over the strangest thing, being afraid to even look at Kim. She scares them. Easily one of the strangest things we've seen recently on Keeping Up with the Kardashians was the tale of Kanye West needing a band-aid. A grown man demanded that his wife get him a band-aid.
She procured multiple bandages, but none of them were the ones he wanted. Few people would tolerate those kinds of antics from anyone over the age of 9. Kanye is 41 entire years old. But in this new sneak peek clip from this upcoming episode, it's no longer time for viewers to feel sorry for Kim. Kris Jenner and Scott Disick are commiserating over how Kim treats them. Should fans fear her, too? When I had my face done, that was really a hard thing for me to go through.
And who was there every step of the way? Sheila, it just occurred to me, like, she's wanted to do this for years, but this is just not something she would do. Kris explains. Kris says, I want to do this for her and be there for her like she's always been there for me. Scott has his concerns, saying, even though it's really a sweet gesture, are you at all nervous that you could offend her in any way? His worry, he explains, is that Sheila will be insulted. Is it like, hey, your face looks old? Just think about it, if you told me that I needed something done, even if maybe I didn't, I would definitely go stare and look at whatever that was. Kim does that to me 24/7, Kris reveals. Kim does that to everybody in the world. Scott exclaims. You know, Scott continues. She catches every. He wisely cuts off before he says flaw to Kris Jenner. He is sometimes wiser than he appears. Kim's hypercritical gaze is enough that members of her own family are reluctant to even interact with her. I don't even like looking at Kim, Scott admits. He explains, because sometimes she's like, and his makes his eyes grow large as if he is examining a detail on someone's face. It's scary, right? Kris asks. She'll stare at us. Anything that can frighten someone with a constitution like Kris would send us running for the hills. Scott gives a sample of the sort of thing Kim will say to him. Is that a pimple right there? He quotes. And I'm like, I don't know. That does sound like a harrowing experience. Any good friend will point out if there's something that you can fix right away, like spinach in your teeth or perhaps a pimple. This is especially important for people who are constantly on camera.
You don't want to be embarrassed by a random snap. But even reality stars have downtime. No one wants to feel like they are under constant scrutiny for their appearance. Sometimes, people who are hopelessly consumed with their own looks seem to be unable to resist commenting on other people's. Maybe it's a compulsion. Maybe they think that they're being helpful. Clearly, Kim needs to dial it down a few notches with her family. And we really, truly hope that she does not do this to or even in front of her children. North, St., and Chicago don't need to grow up obsessing over real and perceived flaws.
What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments below the video. And also subscribe to the channel not to miss new, interesting videos.